Hello everybody, Manithral here. Welcome back after the holiday season. Hopefully everybody enjoyed themselves. But up first we have our RuneScape RS3 weekly update video coming out. So we got the birthday bonanza and Vorkath updates this week. So there is some little tweaks to Vorkath. But up first we got the birthday buff bonanza. So to celebrate 23 years of RuneScape. Wow. So from starting today until January 21st, you can access a daily power-up progressing towards unlocking your very own fancy hat. So do check this out if this is something you're into. So each day you'll be presented with choices between 3 different buffs. The choice will be the same for all players each day, but you can choose 1 per day, so choose wisely. So there is a full table, and I'll show you guys this. So up first there's the Devout, which prayer points don't drain while prayers are active. This is available the 8th and the 16th. Efficient Gatherer, 20% chance to receive an additional item when gathering resources with gathering skills. Any additional items received this way will be sent to your bank, except for divination memories, which are sent to your backpack. That's the 8th and the 20th. Infinite ammunition, cannons don't require or consume cannonballs, January 8th. Runic focus, combat spells, teleports, necromancy incantations don't require runes. XP received from casting these spells and incantations is reduced by 90%. That is the 9th and the 15th. Ritualistic, plus 50% necromancy output, or ritual output I should say. January 9th and 16th. Acrobatic, the cooldown of the escape, surge, dive, and bladed dive is reduced from 20.4 to 4.8 seconds. January 9th and 18th. Kleptomaniac, pickpocketing never fails, January 10th. Agile's Apprentice, plus 200% Artisan Workshop respect, January 10th. High Metabolism, plus 100% healing from food and potions, 11th and 17th. Meticulous, 100% Archaeology Precision, plus 50% chance to find materials when excavating, the 11th and 17th. Lunar Prodigy, plus 300% produce points in Livid Farm, 11th. Energetic, plus 1% adrenaline gain from basic abilities that generate adrenaline. This effect does not stack with the Fury of Small Relic Power, 10th and the 19th. Metalwork Mastery, stamina doesn't decrease when mining, heat doesn't decrease when smithing, 12th and the 19th. 3 times the charm, summoning charms that are dropped on death by enemies except for the Arch Glacier are tripled, 12th and the 19th. Death's Favor. Deaths are safe upon death. You respawn in a safe area with all your items and equipment, 13th and 20th. Killer Contracts, plus 100% Slayer points and Reaper points. Free Slayer VIP choices. Free Soul Reaper assignment choices. That'll be the 12th. Trailblazer, plus 100% treasure trail points from completing treasure trails, 13th and 20th. Hazelmir's Blessing, 5% drop per dropped item to be doubled, 14th and 21st. Boon of the Artisan, 20% chance to save resources when trading construction, crafting, firemaking, fletching, 20% chance to produce double items when trading cooking, herbal, and rune crafting, and 20% chance to double progress when smithing. That is the 14th and 21st. Passive Regeneration, life points, prayer points, and summoning points regenerate by 10% every 6 seconds out of the combat, so it's the 14th and the 21st. Oracle, 100% divination energy when harvesting from Divination Spring, and 100% energy when converting memories to energy. That is the 15th. Ashes to Ashes, all enemies drop noted ashes on death, 15%, well, 15th. Tree Shaker, 200% chance to find Bird's Nest when woodcutting, 16th. Windfall, you will periodically gain rare items while training non-combat skills, 13th and 18th. Soul Catcher, plus 200% chance to catch Slayer monsters using a Shopti, that's 17th. And Thrill Seeker, the Slayer counter doesn't decrease, 18th. And buffs by day, So here we have 1-8 is devout, efficient, gather infinite ammunition. The 9th is runic focus, ritualistic, acrobatic. I would go through all of these, but we did just leave the list of them up here. So do, if you have one that you're fancy the most, do check that out. We'll be here all day, in other words. Do you have to pick a buff if you just want to wear the hat? No, you will only gain progress when you choose the buff, unless you're an Ironman or free-to-play player. What about Ironman and free-to-play scapers? These players will be able to earn progress towards the fancy hat, but will not be able to access the daily buffs. I picked the wrong daily buff, or I changed my mind. Can I go back? Unfortunately, no. Once you pick it, you pick it. I joined this event late and I won't be able to earn a fancy hat. Will it make a return? They're reviewing alternate methods post events, such as similar event in the future or Premier Club tokens. And then we got the forecast of feedback update and drop tables. So, there is some stuff down below that is in the patch notes. However, for the loot table, normal mode is the loot table. Wow, yeah, words are hard today. So, normal mode, forecast spike, 1 in 50. Invoke Lord of Bones Incantation Codex, 1 in 300. Vorkath Claw, which is the pet, 1 in 2000. Vorkath Death Guard Lantern Cosmetic Token is 1 in 5000. Hard mode, Vorkath Spike is 1 in 15. Invoke the Lord of Bones is 1 in 125. Vorkath Claw, which is 1 in 1000. And Vorkath Death Guard Lantern Cosmetic is 1 in 2500. Pet thresholds is at 400 kills and is shared across both modes. Vorkath scale is only available in hard mode and shares a drop chance with the Invoke Lord of Bones Incantation Codex. So once the chance is hit, it's a 50-50 chance to get either the scale or the Codex. There is a live stream this week, which is Thursday, January 11th at 1700. Game time, a stroll around Candrin. And Treasure Hunter calendar. This is starting the January 9th and ending the 10th is Genie's Witches, and then it's heading into the 11th through the 15th, which is the Dragon's Dozen. Patch notes, Christmas Village, the Peppermint Outfit, and the combined hat and scarf can no longer be keepsake. They will instead be unlocked automatically in the wardrobe as soon as the requirements are met. Any previously keepsake items have been cleared and the keys have been refunded. The 2023 music track will now unlock automatically on login. Vorkath and Zermurgle, here's the patch feedback for this. A new item, Vorkath Scale, obtained as a rare item from hard mode Zermurgle and Vorkath, can be used to upgrade the Dracolich armor to Elite Dracolich 1.1. This acts as an alternative upgrade path to the ancient scales. And Vorkath Scale has been added to as a requirement to complete boss collection log if not already completed. Fix an issue where players could not join another player's instance once the bosses were already defeated. Players can now set a fastest kill time when fighting Vorkath and Zermurgle in hard mode. Fix an issue that would cause the phase markers in Vorkath's HP in the Battle of 4-3 fight to display the wrong information. Fix an issue that would cause the phase indicators in the Zamrock fight to display the incorrect HP and be stacked in a location. Players can now be present when starting the Zermurgle and Vorkath fight via the gate to be able to claim loot. Kill count achievements for Vorkath and Zermurgle will now be displayed correctly. Fix an issue that caused clues to drop on the ground when gaining a Vorkath shard with a Charos clue carrier equipped. In general, players can no longer use power bursts of acceleration to skip certain boss mechanics. Spencer has reclaimed Santa's activity flyers and packed up his notice boards for this year. Reduced the skybox transition speed during the Araxor boss fight. The Seer's Headband 4 Cosmetic Override should now unlock as expected. If Cosmetic Override remains unavailable for completion of the Seer's Village Lead task, talk to the Seer's Taskmaster about buying the spare rewards. It's not necessary to buy any. Fix a bug in the Light Within quest where Saren wasn't visible in certain cutscenes. The indicator for reputation gain appears with every activity performed within Menaphos. Virago no longer shrinks during phase transitions. The Earhart Penguin token now appears in search function of the Grand Exchange. Overhead emotes correctly fit inside their containers in the community tab and emotes view without overlapping the scroll bar. The tooltip info for the treasure hunter keys is updated after using the keys. The 60th Protean log will now be used when throwing on a bonfire. The Raksha, the Shadow Colossus mini quest can now be started if you have started but not completed the Helping Lanikia mini quest. The bank chest in 443 workshop can once again be used if the workshop is not built. The Magic Golem set is now stored as a replica item inside the keepsake storage. As such, players are now able to reclaim it from Diango storage if they destroyed it originally. In-game dialogue has been updated to better reflect Mandra's location. Fix an issue with one of the drawers in Entrana. Fix an issue with the auto compost feature in Herblore habitat. Fix an issue with the sneaker peeper pet being unobtainable from rewards trader in Daemonheim. Repairing the frozen key by Bob now correctly applies the smithing level discount. An issue within the sign of the porter not banking the correct amount of Phoenix Feather has been fixed. Fix a crash that would occur when using the reset option multiple times on the puzzle clue scrolls. Fix then issue where tier 3 Elder Troves would only give out a fixed 2 manuscript pages rather than the intended 2 or 3. Fix a loading fault where the Daughter of Chaos instance loading could cause progression issue. Fix an issue where the bonfire not rewarding the player with a life point boost. Decrease the font inside of the trading window in order for items with longer names to fit. Fix an issue with the Blood Siphon ability with the Blood Reaver familiar when unexpected close opened interfaces. Players are no longer prevented to use the Mask of the Abyss teleport with a cannon in their inventory. Some issues with broken Gravite weapons have been fixed. The Natural Instincts ability won't be disabled when trying to use Quick Prayer without prayer points. An option to reset the player in port tutorial has been added. Dungeoneering token boxes are no longer bankable. Boxes that are already in your bank will be handled at a later date. The Premier's Artifact Experience Boost perk now works with the Advanced Pulse cores while training the prayer skill by offering bones on any altar. Prayers are now able to rest within the Wrathwalk Override active. Dying in the Clan Wars free-for-all portal with Barret and Mask will now correctly drop the Black Beret. A ladder on Lunar Island can now be accessed and used in both directions. Gothixian caches are now forcibly remove players while the Wilderness Flash event windows are present. Fix an issue preventing the Mauritania Legs 4 and Falagor Shield 4 from being unlocked after claiming rewards from the Taskmaster. The Scrimshaw of Sacrifice can no longer be abused to gain drops as well as XP. The patch bombing in Het's Oasis Cactus Patch with the Hard Desert test completed will now give 6 cactus spines instead of 3. Fix an issue that was causing the Charm Sack stages to upgrade all at once during the Nexus minigame. Fix an issue with Ozan's hair and Shadow Ozan's hair activating a different hairstyle. Player is no longer teleported into Bandstand when attempting the quest portal teleport to that old black magic, Hermie and Bass. Necromancy runes and ectoplasm are now taken to the Animate Islands, distraction and diversion. The Herman summon override no longer grows in size when taking damage. The Necromancy conjures won't despawn anymore after spawning a Mogre. Fix an issue causing the woodcutting green color on the completionist cape color presets to appear as bright pink, and then added the bright pink as a color preset for those who, are taking a liking to it. Fix an issue where the custom fit trimmed masterwork plate body and the augmented custom fit trimmed Matchwork Play Body sent a degrade message to the chat when charges were 52.5% or lower instead of 5%. The PlankMake interface now correctly scales on mobile devices. Added blocking to a few steeper hills on Atrana. Added a 2-tile distance check to the load last preset option on banker NPCs to match their talk, bank, and collect options. Resolved an issue with the spore gathering at Croasis when using porters in certain instances. Fixed an issue that would appear when moving a partially folded alloy par to another slot in the backpack while folding. Now an appropriate message will appear if the bar is moved. Scroll bars in interfaces have been fixed to allow longer text strings to work with the scroll function. Dragon Maddox obtained from the ancient caskets are recorded in the adventures log now. Benedict and his scrapbook will now give players clear sense of progression during the quest. Engine fix a crash that could occur on launch when using multi-monitor setups. Fix an issue where the radio highlight or entity highlights were more transparent than the closer they were to the player. Fix a flickering player highlights that occurred when using always as their visibility mode. Fix a rare geometry flicker when rotating the camera. Fix an issue with the billboards and animated models. Fix an issue with the same objects were not receiving outlines when entity highlighting was enabled. Fix visual flickering when using the Intel integrated graphics cards. Fix 4K native rendering not working and blurry interfaces at scaling below 100% on Windows 8.1 or older, and in some cases, rare cases, on Windows 10 or 11. Improved loading performance on certain iOS devices such as the A10X based devices. Improved UI readability when either using 70 to 100% of interface scaling or when resizing the window manually. Improved graphics stability. Increase the distance at which the radio entity highlights are visible, and optimize the volumetric scattering effects. Wow, was that a list of patch notes? Community showcase. Up first, we have a picture here from Quadri. A beautiful wrap-up poster highlighting the both sides of RuneScape in 2023 of stuff that was going on this past year. And then we have a nice little sprite here by Spriggan Sir. Vorkath looks pretty cool. And then Legend Arts, instead of showing off some artwork, they actually have a screenshot here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Or that is artwork, and I'm not sure, because yeah, that's their artwork. God dang, that is quite the artist. Then we have RuneTube. First, we have the Silenced RS, getting you off on the right foot with some goals for 2024, which is account goals before bossing. And then we have one here from Protox Gaming, RuneScape Dollars for Dummies. This is the noob edition. I even feel like I should be watching that. Skaper screenshots, Yui taking a moment in Christmas Village with some snowmen, keeping the magic alive. And then we have Shradi here, visiting a skeleton who had not quite so much luck. And then RuneScape Community Spotlight, you had the RS Cup. So there's 12 teams that compete for a chance of glory in this community-run tournament, which is pretty darn awesome. But that is it for this week, guys. And welcome back to the community. Welcome back to the channel. It was a little bit of a break there for the holidays for everybody. So I hope everybody had a good one. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.